Have you ever wondered what happens when a nation's ambitious dreams, carved from the depths of the sea, start to crumble and sink? A captivating transformation is unfolding in the South China Sea's expanse. What were once fragile reefs and shoals, teeming with ecological diversity, have been reshaped into colossal artificial islands, a testament to human ambition and engineering prowess. These artificial islands, born from China's audacious territorial aspirations, have indelibly altered the region's geopolitical landscape. Yet, beneath their imposing exteriors lies an unsettling truth. These islands slowly succumb to the sea. China's Spratly Islands, as they are known, have seized the world's attention. They transcend mere engineering feats, representing integral components of China's intricate strategy in the South China Sea. With territorial claims to assert and a desire to wield influence in the region, China's island-building endeavors have given rise to pivotal military outposts, fortifying its presence in this hotly contested waters. The South China Sea, a vital maritime crossroads in which with abundant natural resources, beckons as a coveted prize. These artificial islands are tangible markers of China's sweeping territorial assertions. Their creation, a marvel of rapid construction, involves colossal dredging vessels carving foundations from sand and coral beneath the sea floor. China has erected formidable structures upon these foundations, including airstrips, hangars, and military installations. The pace at which these islands have emerged is nothing short of astonishing, sending a resounding message to the world. China's strategic motives are intricately intertwined with these artificial landmasses. Firstly, they bolster China's territorial claims in the region teeming with maritime wealth and strategic importance. Secondly, they project China's military might, further cementing its role as a regional powerhouse, granting the ability to surveil and control the surrounding waters. Nonetheless, these islands have yet to emerge without garnering their fair share of critics. Neighboring countries who lay competing claims to the contested territories in the South China Sea have voiced their apprehensions, perceiving China's actions as a substantial threat to regional stability. The gradual submergence of these once-mighty symbols of power raises present concerns about their long-term sustainability and the ever-evolving dynamics of the South China Sea. Signs of sinking islands. Amidst China's claims of dominance in the South China Sea, a disturbing truth has come to light. These artificial islands are sinking. Startling revelations from satellite imagery have shown signs of subsidence, with some islands losing up to a meter in elevation within just a few years. The telltale indicators of these sinking islands encompass a range of environmental woes, each of which paints a concerning picture. Coastal erosion, where the sea gradually eats away at the land, is a clear sign of the island's vulnerability. This erosion leads to increased flooding as the once protective shores diminish, leaving island communities increasingly exposed to the encroaching waters. Moreover, saltwater intrusion has become a growing threat, as sinking islands allow seawater to infiltrate and contaminate freshwater sources. Coral bleaching, a consequence of rising sea temperatures, further signals ecological distress. This affects the vibrant underwater ecosystems and diminishes the region's biodiversity, harming the delicate balance of marine life. As these signs intensify, the islanders' livelihoods, well-being, and safety hang in the balance. Reduced freshwater availability exacerbates challenges related to daily life and agriculture. Additionally, the sinking landmasses threaten to undermine the security and stability of the region, fueling concerns about the future of these sinking islands and the resources they depend on. Causes of sinking islands. The sinking of China's artificial islands is a bit of a puzzle, but let's simplify it. There are a few key factors at play. First, there's natural subsidence. Think of it like something slowly sinking into the ground over time. These islands are gradually settling deeper into the sea because of this natural process. Then there's the weight of all the things that have been built on these islands, like buildings, runways, and other structures. The sheer mass of these structures is pushing the island down further into the water. But the real heavyweight in all of this is climate change. Yes, you've probably heard about it. It's when our planet gets warmer because of things like pollution and greenhouse gases. This extra heat causes a few things to happen. First, it makes the oceans get warmer, and when the water warms up, it expands. This expansion causes the sea level to rise. Second, climate change is causing ice in the polar regions, like Antarctica and Greenland, to melt. This extra water is also making sea levels go up. And third, climate change is making our weather more extreme. We're talking bigger storms, longer droughts, and super hot spells. These extreme events can worsen the impact of sea level rise on these islands, leading to more flooding and erosion. So in simple terms, these islands are sinking because of natural settling, the heavy structures on them, and the powerful effects of climate change, warmer oceans, melting ice, and extreme weather. Now, what does the future hold for these islands? Well, it's not looking too bright. Some islands, especially the ones close to the water surface, might become uninhabitable or even vanish under the waves by the end of the century. Others might deal with constant threats from flooding and storms, making it tough for people to live there. People might have to adapt to these changing conditions or maybe even move to other places. The big question is, what are we going to do about it? These islands rely on the global community taking action to deal with climate change and its effects. If we don't, these sinking islands are just one part of the bigger challenges we'll face with a changing climate. It's a reminder that the choices we make today will shape the future of these islands and our world as a whole. Top of 4. Environmental consequences. The environmental repercussions of sinking islands are severe and carry lasting consequences. These consequences encompass the loss of land, crucial habitats, and biodiversity. The degradation of coral reefs and mangroves, essential for marine life, further compounds the ecological crisis. Disrupted food chains and fisheries are yet another outcome, endangering both wildlife and the livelihoods of local communities. Additionally, the contamination of freshwater sources compounds the challenges for these vulnerable regions. A less evident but equally critical consequence is the release of carbon previously stored in coastal ecosystems. As these islands gradually vanish beneath the waves, the carbon, once sequestered within their landmasses, is released into the atmosphere. This exacerbates climate change and underscores the intricate interplay between land and the global climate system. This unfolding environmental tragedy threatens the existence of numerous species, including humans, as it diminishes the island's resilience and adaptive capacity. Losing land and resources makes these regions increasingly susceptible to rising sea levels and extreme weather events. It is an urgent call to action, compelling us to prioritize environmental conservation and climate change mitigation as we confront the stark reality of these profound and irreversible consequences of sinking islands. Geopolitical implications. The South China Sea has become a focal point for geopolitical tensions. With China's construction of artificial islands at the center of the controversy, this development has sparked widespread concern, particularly among neighbors such as Vietnam and the Philippines, which are concerned about the implications for regional stability and maritime security. Some recent occurrences, such as the sinking of one of these artificial islands, have complicated an already delicate situation. The fragility of these constructed objects has raised concerns about their safety, stability, and the looming threat of accidents or environmental disasters. These concerns must not be downplayed, as they can potentially escalate regional tensions, leading to unforeseen and extensive consequences. An accident or environmental disaster in the South China Sea could strain international relations, provoke outrage from neighboring countries, and even result in diplomatic standoffs. The international community must monitor and address these developments closely, promoting open dialogue and cooperation to ensure that the South China Sea remains a zone of peaceful collaboration rather than a source of conflict. The sinking of artificial islands underscores the immediate need for responsible management and constructive discussions regarding these disputed territories to avert unpredictable and potentially disastrous outcomes. Mitigation efforts. In response to the sinking islands issue, China has taken proactive steps to mitigate the problem by implementing groundbreaking measures. These measures involve a combination of cutting-edge technologies and eco-friendly solutions to address the issue of sinking islands and broader environmental concerns in the South China Sea. The international community has been closely monitoring China's efforts and has urged the nation to maintain transparency and foster constructive dialogues with neighboring countries to tackle the sinking islands issue and the overarching South China Sea tensions. China's multifaceted mitigation efforts for sinking islands primarily focus on reducing greenhouse gas emissions, bolstering coastal protection, and fortifying disaster risk management. These initiatives include a transition to renewable energy sources, extensive restoration and conservation of vital ecosystems like coral reefs and mangroves, the construction of resilient seawalls and artificial islands, the establishment of early warning systems and evacuation plans, and the promotion of climate education and awareness. Despite progress, challenges persist.